It's taken years of uncertainty, politics and prayers. But tonight, Biloela's Nadesalingam family are back in the Sunshine State and on their way home. They farewelled Perth this morning, touched down in Brisbane this afternoon and are now en route to the town they call home.
Finally on the way home to Biloela.
Me and my family are very happy to start our journey back to my community in Bilo.
Mobbed as they left Perth, the Tamil family at the centre of one of Australia's most controversial asylum seeker cases.
I'm very grateful in all the Perth Children Hospital. I have helped lots my family.
I'm very proud we've brought this family home. No people should be treated in that way, and I must say this as well. The cost to the Australian taxpayers is in the double figures of millions of dollars for this.
Allowing the family to return to Biloela was an election promise by Labor and the culmination of a long journey. The parents came separately seeking asylum by boat in 2012 and 13. They met in Australia, made their home in Bilo and had two daughters, Kopika and Thani. In a dawn raid in March 2018, they were seized by Border Force and taken into immigration detention for deportation. The coalition government saying they'd failed the refugee test. The Biloela community was outraged, sparking their now successful Home to Bilo campaign.
So, big morning this morning. We've been up nice and early, haven't we, girls? Yeah. Yes. And we are all packed and we're ready to hop on the plane.
It means a lot to the community, and I think it means a lot to that family. And I just reflect and think about what that family has gone through over the last few years, and they're returning home.
At times, the girls were the only children in immigration detention in Australia. In the next 1,200 days, they were held in Melbourne, landed in Darwin mid-deportation after a court order, before being taken to the Christmas Island detention centre. Last June, they were released into community detention on bridging visas in Perth, with restrictions forcing them to stay. Finally, this afternoon, they landed in Brisbane. The family are heading back to Biloela, but they still face an uncertain future. They're on temporary visas, like the many other thousands of asylum seekers and refugees who arrived before 2013. Their visas Labor has promised to abolish. The new Labor immigration minister, just like his coalition predecessor, could grant them permanency with a stroke of a pen. But so far, there's been no sign of if or when that will happen. Immigration Minister Andrew Giles said, "I am being briefed on the options available to me to best achieve this and will make my decision as soon as possible." Shadow Immigration Minister Karen Andrews said, "We've always maintained it's important to be mindful of the consequences and the precedents that are set on these issues." For now, the family is just happy to be heading home. Stefan Armbruster, SBS World News.